What's up? How you doing?
How are you?
Doing good.
Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. Hey, what's up? I love it. Hiding already. You guys, this is such a dream. Thank you so much for doing this for me.
Thank you for having us. It's been like a while. We've been trying to make this happen.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I know y'all are busy, so I can't wait to catch up and see what you guys been up to.
Yeah, sorry we're not sitting in a tub. We weren't prepared. We should have gone in the hot tub.
Oh my God.
Oh, there you go.
I think it might be broken.
That is okay. You guys look nice and cozy, and that's the name of the show. So welcome to Getting Cozy, Mike and Connor. I am so honored to have you both, and I hope you guys are ready to take some shots because I'm ready with my little bottle of tequila. Are we ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So I got this.
Can I do some of this right here? My seltzer, is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Let's do it.
Connor, are you gonna do a shot with me though?
Yeah, it's a different kind of shot, but we're gonna do it.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna do an actual shot, so I'll just do like half a shot because this one is coffee, so it's a little bit strong. And I'm hold on a second, guys. There you are.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
All good.
Let's do it.
You good? Okay. All right, ready? We're gonna cheers. You guys are still frozen. Are we good?
We're frozen?
Yeah. I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Uh-oh. Okay. I'm gonna exit and come back. Can I exit and come back?
Yeah, of course. That's fine. All right, here he goes. Okay, we'll be back. Don't worry. Connor, take a shot. Come on, Connor. He's going to take a shot with me. I'm taking an actual shot, guys. So, all right, let's see. We can get him back here. Let's get him back here. Hi. All right, there he is. Okay, let's try this again. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Tickle.
Sorry about that. I'm getting like a million phone calls.
Mike's a popular man, you know.
Yeah. You tell them you are busy with Aaron right now.
Tough talk, baby. Woo!
Tough talk.
All right, let's do the shot. And Dustin, I saw that. This is what we call a health shot right here.
Perfect. We're gonna cheers to a better year next year. Yes.
Hey, cheers to a better year next year.
All right. Love you guys. Okay. Here we go. Oh God. Ooh. Oh my God, that was strong. Wow, okay.
You don't got no real drink in there.
Well, then, what do you mean? That was full.
Full of protein.
That was like 30 ounces.
That's amazing.
I'm filled up.
There we go.
And it's calling me out. Set the tone.
So I gotta tell you right now, look, we don't got our furniture just yet. Because if we did, we would definitely have some light right here, right now.
It's okay. I have enough light for all of us.
I appreciate it. I feel like getting our ring light.
You guys, you were my first two guys. Well, it's like I'm back in college. I'm kidding. Totally kidding.
Oh my! You said it. You said it. You said it. You said it. Like,
oh. Now I'm very red. Very red. But anyway, you guys are my first double guys here on Tech.
Look.
Starting off strong.
I've done hundreds of interviews. Together, we probably done almost 1,000. That was the funniest thing I've heard in any interview thus far.
Hey, we're just getting started, guys. We're just getting started.
All right.
That's the start. Who does this? I love it.
All right, so guys, you're in Texas. Tell everybody where you are. You're in Austin, right? Or San Antonio?
We're in Austin.
Austin, Texas, baby.
Austin, okay. And when did you guys move in with each other? Earlier this summer, was it?
No, it was September 29th.
Oh my God, my husband's birthday. That's awesome. Okay, so not too long ago, actually. So how are you living life together?
I'm laughing still.
Yeah,
You're still laughing from that?
It's been good so far. I feel like Mike and I connected on the show. We were roommates at pretty much every place we traveled to. Obviously, being two guys from Texas, I think there might have been a couple others on our season. But being the two from Texas, we really got to know each other and were able to spend some time after the show out here in Dallas and San Antonio. And we both kind of wanted to change the scenery, so met in the middle here in Austin. We've been crushing it. Love it.
I say that, like, Connor and I, we're like the perfect duo in the sense because one reason why I wanted to move in with Connor is because the areas that I lack in terms of my goals, Connor is like stupendous on, right? And so that's what's good to have Connor as roommate.
Yeah, I think we complement each other pretty well, I would say. Mike is very motivational, which I need that in my life. I love having that. He already hung up like 5 posters around the house that are say like motivational stuff. Every morning he wakes up and screams as loud as he can. So that always wakes me up. But no, I feel like we complement each other pretty well. So it's been a good mix so far.
Definitely.
And we got big things coming.
Your screams give me life. Can you just scream for us right now? It's going to give me the energy I need.
You're going to get us evicted from here.
I know, right? I love it. I should have opened up a patio door, but everybody downstairs here.
That is not my goal, I promise. We will have fun, but I don't want to get you evicted. But seriously, that just made my day. Thank you so much. I love every time you have a story and you scream. You scare the shit out of me every time, but I love it. It feels so good.
I scare everyone because I got Connor doing it now. Like I didn't know where Connor was just doing it. Just gotta get it out.
It's
Let's
fun.
hear it, Connor. You're already
agreeing. I can't follow that up. It's more spontaneous. Maybe I'll surprise you. I'll surprise you with this.
I am a lucky lady. You guys are right. I feel very lucky right now. So, guys, tell us what have you learned about each other during quarantine that you didn't know when you guys were, hanging out on the show? What's the biggest thing you learned about each other? Can you share it?
I mean, I don't know if Mike has learned anything about me, but I feel like certain things he's seen more of, and the fact that I'm pretty messy. And
he said it. I didn't even have to.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm working on it. It's a personal problem. We're trying to get better. But I'm trying to not be messy. So Mike saw that on the show. My clothes were all over the place. He was in the military, so he got his stuff all packed up and neat all the time. My stuff's all over the place. So
I went into Connor's room the other day. I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna take your clothes from the dryer and throw them on your bed." What did you say?
I gave him a warning. I was like, before you walk in there, just know, it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good.
He was like, before you go up in there, just know, right?
But no, I think one thing for me that I've seen that you don't really see with people when you don't live with them necessarily is Mike has Mike hustles every day. He's always busy doing stuff, working hard, and I think it's one thing to hear people say that and talk about how busy they are, but it's a completely different thing to live with someone and always see them, doing interviews. He's got his, his show, his book, all these different.
They don't know later.
All right, yeah, sorry. He's got a lot of other stuff going on, so he's busy, always working, studying a lot of stuff. So it's really impressive and motivating for me to see that and kind of pick up from that energy.
But Connor and Mike, of course, we're going to get to your book, and I'm going to try not to cry. It's going to be so hard, but I'm going to try. But Connor, tell us about your business, though. You're doing amazing with your wellness business. Can you tell us more about it?
Yes, I started that. We launched beginning of March of this year.
Okay.
Right here. Sale Wellness.
Awesome.
Yeah. Woo. But we launched March of this year, and it's been so cool for me because it's something that I care about, just living a healthy and active lifestyle. And I think the biggest thing for me is I've always had these business ideas and have never really fully followed through on them. So to actually take something from an idea to a full business has been so cool and rewarding for me. So kind of using it as a leaping off point to get into a lot of other ventures that we got coming up soon.
Hold on. I'm sorry, beautiful. I just saw my homie Dustin talk about.
What was he at?
He just said, "Where's the OnlyFans account at, Mike?" That's the wrong one. It's Michael B. Jordan, not Mike Johnson. The wrong one. You got the wrong one.
Wait. For the record, can we just say that Mike Johnson just called me beautiful, like live? Thank you, Mike. You just made my life.
Well, it's true. It's true.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Again, I'm going to try not to cry. I'm so emotional because I literally was rereading your book at 1 a.m. last night, okay? And it's just like still going through me. It's crazy. It's crazy. So let's get into it. We just keep like kind of, hitting it and miss it. Can't even talk anymore. I'm all like choked up. So the inspiration for the book, did it come from your family, your mom, your grandma, your sister? Is that where it came from? The inspiration?
No, the book inspiration quite honestly comes from a mindset that I have of if you continue to make excuses, or if you continue to make if the same issue occurs over and over and over again, what is the solution to that, right? And just being around friends that have committed suicide and in the military as well, and then being around friends and family that have gone through their own struggles and my own struggles as well, I was like, yo, I have to create some solution. I have to give out good into the world. And I mean, that's what I do. Like Connor, we live together. I practice what I preach. Just as Connor practices what he preaches in terms of exercise, we both are authentic products of who we are. And so that's where my book came from.
Oh my God. Well, I just want to be able to thank you, personally. I can make a story, I can make a review, I can make a post, it doesn't matter. But I'm thanking you personally, Mike. That was a gift that you gave not only me, but so many others. And I cannot wait to share it with all my friends that anybody who needs help, with self-love. That book is so perfect. And I am not even kidding when I tell you, I've read so many books on self-help and nothing hit me the way that your book hit me. I'm really going to try not to cry. It was so powerful and beautiful. I don't reread books, Mike. I have 2 kids. I'm a freaking sleep coach, dating coach. I run a podcast. I don't have time to reread books, okay? I reread your book. That's how powerful it was to me. So guys, please go read this book, please. And you may get it from me later on here for Christmas.
So you may get it from me also. I can't stress enough the appreciation for that. I truly do.
Oh my God.
Can't stress that enough. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And I want to talk to you offline because I want to write my own book, not about my life, but just helping others, And so we'll talk about that offline. But you really inspired me. I mean, it's incredible. So anyway, I'm going to stop while I'm ahead because I'm definitely getting emotional again. It's all good. So guys, let's talk a little bit about how you each got on the show, because I think a lot of people kind of, are interested in that. I'm sorry if you've said that before. I had a lot of questions come in, just, wondering if somebody hit you up through Instagram or social media, or it was a friend. So yeah, you guys, Connor, you can start. How did you get onto the show, onto Hannah Brown season?
Oh boy. It was kind of a joke between my friends and I when I was younger in high school, that if I was 24, 25 and single, they would nominate me to be on the show. And flash forward 5-6 years, I was 24 and single, and they nominated me without telling me. And I just got a phone call the week after Thanksgiving in 2018, I think. And it was a producer, and they were like, "Hey, someone nominated you. Did you know about this?" Like, no. Like, well, are you interested in going on this show? Like, why not? We'll see where this goes.
That's such a comment of Connor's. I can believe that.
A couple months later, found myself on the finale of Colton season. So it was pretty interesting few months for me. It's been an interesting year and a half since then.
Definitely so.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We have to say, there's somebody that we nominated that we can't. Hopefully, we get to see them on the screen this come 21. They're an amazing individual. Hopefully, we get to see them soon.
We got a good candidate that we nominated, and we're feeling good about his chances. So hopefully, we see him.
Hey, bro, if you mess up, we didn't already bro, if you messed up and you listening to this live, I'm coming for you.
I love it. And Mike, how did you get on the show?
Honestly, I got my heart broke. It was, one of those things had taken place. And for a couple of years, I was just working my butt off as a financial advisor. And then one day I was just like, I threw my phone down. I had an Android, of course. And I threw my phone down, and my homeboy was like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Bro, like, I want a relationship. I want the wifey and the kids." And he started laughing at me. Like, he was laughing hysterically. I'm seeing him this Saturday. Mark, he'll be him Saturday. And like, he was like, he was laughing. He was like, "What dude that has the ability to get girls says that?" I'm like, "Bro, I'm a grown man. Like, I want one woman, and I want kids and all this stuff." And he was just laughing. And then, like, after he stopped laughing hysterically at me, a while later, he sent me a Facebook casting call. And I was off work that day. I was like, I ain't got nothing better to do today, so, let's do it.
Okay.
That was it.
One of the only things I picked up from what you just said is the fact that you said Android.
So I represent. Oh,
you
understand.
If you notice, the quality on the screen probably isn't great now because we're on Mike's Android.
That's just because the lighting is not good.
But just so everyone listening here knows, come January 1st, 2021, we will have an iPhone for this guy. Okay. Finally, we converted him to the good side. It's about to change his life. Are you ready?
Android. Y'all listening, y'all want to deal with your boy? Android all day.
Well, maybe we'll have to do a part 2 with the better phone, Mike. I'm just kidding. You guys are fine. Y'all are fine.
We could have used Connor's phone. What Connor will tell y'all is that we take pictures on my Android, and he knows they look better. Facts.
Okay, wait. For your last post on Instagram, asking who took all the photos and on which phone.
The photos are whack. It is my pictures, and I still say it.
I took those beautiful photos. And what Mike doesn't tell you is he's trying to do an OnlyFans account. He asked me to take these weird photos. He asked me to take these weird photos from every night. I'm like, Mike, I'm not taking a photo of you in the bathtub.
Why did you tell him that? That was supposed to be a surprise. My birthday present for everybody.
We got you.
I got to build some buzz for it, You can pre-sign up right now.
we got to talk about that, Mike. Why is this a rumor? Is this truth? What? Come on, you got to talk about this.
They call me Magic Mike XXL for a reason.
This is Tough Tack After Dark tonight. Okay.
Yes. Hey, you started it off. I'm just having fun with it.
Yeah, it's only 6:30 over here.
I did. I know. I look really sweet and innocent, but kind of undercover gangster a little bit. So, that's my nickname. So, all right, guys, tell me, I would love to know, is there any behind the scenes from the show? I mean, I've watched since season 1. So, of course, I watched Hannah Brown's season, fell in love with both of you. And I would love to hear, any kind of behind the scenes stories that you can share with us that you haven't told anyone else. I don't want to hear those stories you've already heard. Something new. Anything you can share? Any tea you can spill?
That I taught Connor, Tyler, and Dylan how to play spades.
Okay.
And we're undefeated.
We're the best.
Okay.
Right. That's one. What's another one?
So you guys play cards a lot in your downtime?
Pretty much all you can do.
Yeah, there really wasn't much
else.
Hold on.
Do you guys play poker? Are you guys poker players?
Yeah, it's been a while.
I'm gonna listen to Connor with that. I'm not the greatest poker player.
Okay, if I get to Texas after this quarantine, we're playing poker, and I'm gonna beat both of your asses. I'm incredible at poker.
Fighting words over there.
Whoa.
I will take
Missy, hold on, Missy. Wait, does blackjack count as poker?
No.
Yeah, I love blackjack, but I'm talking about like 5-card, like we're talking real.
Texas Hold'em.
I don't know.
Yes, Texas Hold'em, exactly.
All right.
Hey, come down to Texas.
Let's go.
All right, we'll do it. We'll do it for sure.
We're in Austin. I ain't gonna say our exact coordinates right now, but we're downtown Austin somewhere. We're downtown Austin. We'd love to have you.
Oh, that'd be so fun. Okay, so serious question. Why do you think that neither of you ended up with Hannah Brown? Like, deep down in your heart, like, what do you think the reason was?
Gentlemen first.
I think at the time on the show, like deep into the season, I got really into my head and I kind of shut down and became super quiet. Although I was quiet at the beginning. Yeah, but no, I think I like shut down and stopped opening up and stopped like trying for it as much.
Hold on. Sorry. What's up, Trey John? That's my mentee right there. What's up?
Oh, what's up?
I know that.
No, you're good. But yeah, no, I just felt like I kind of shut down and because it was pretty stressful later on in the season. And I think there's, I mean, I think I just kind of stopped putting forth as much effort as I wish I had. And I think that was to defend myself from getting hurt. I think that's kind of like what I've learned is my strategy towards avoiding getting hurt in relationships. So something I've been working on. I think when you're trying to find love, you got to go all in and just go for it. You might get hurt, but that's part of, growing as a person and hopefully finding that true love that you're looking for. But I think that was probably it for me. What you said?
Well, I should have went
Very
first.
honest.
That kind of flowed out.
I love it.
That was deep.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's getting deep. He's getting deep. All right, Mike, your turn.
I wasn't anticipating all that from Connor. Let me see. I'm gonna just be 100. I don't think that. I think Hannah had her eyes set, on someone that wasn't moi, and there's perfectly fine. We are all selective people and all have the ability to be selective, and I'm a wonderfully made human being for someone else. I think that's just what it is.
Okay.
That's how I'll say it. I'll say it like that.
I love that. And you guys have found peace and closure from your time on the show, correct?
I mean, I'm going to just say I've only got dumped twice on TV. Connor got dumped 3 times on TV. Well, where's the third time? Tell you know where it's at.
Damn, you're keeping
Yeah,
I didn't get dumped on TV.
Wow. Okay.
Two times. Two, for the record, it was 2 times.
2.5. 2.5.
No, it was 2.
So what is the biggest what is the biggest misconception that people have of both of you? So
You
go first on this one.
I think that at times people can take your kindness for flirtation in the sense of like I'm trying to get with you, because I'm a Southern dude. That is who I am. I was grew up around all women. Like that's who I am. I think at times, man, it's so many. Quite honestly, I just want to say while I'm on here, I wish we was on your IG live. Ladies, stop DMing me when you don't follow me but want me to do something for Connor. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. That is it. I ain't got nothing else to say with that.
wow.
That's true. Sorry, I got a good one for you. So I would say people that follow us or like watch the show, they see you on social media, posting photos and stuff like that, and I think there's always this misconception that we just sit around and do nothing all day and just like take pictures and just post stuff on social media to get paid. But at the end of the day, like I would say, especially between Mike and I, we're working on a lot of different stuff, and that may not be the same for other people. So I'm just going to speak for the two of us, but we, like I said before, Mike's got a lot of projects. I have a business and other projects too. And I would say social media stuff in particular is such a small part of what we do, and honestly more of a hassle for the two of us than it seems like. Yeah. So I would say that's probably a big misconception. And then the other thing, just a personal thing for me, I think on the show, and I was quiet on the show, but I think a lot of people see me as this like quiet face kind of. But I think as Mike has gotten to know me, like, yes, I'm quiet, but as you get to know me more, like there's a lot more layers to me. And I think that's something I wish people would see more on TV, that I'm more than just this kind of like quiet, tall dude. Whoa, what did you do there?
Connor said it best. We really do so much outside of social media. Connor can tell you from today, my first meeting was at 8 this morning, and I literally may have had 15 minutes to myself today.
Oh, wow.
So what the heck? This is what I deal with. This is what I deal with every day. Every day. I want to give you a real misconception.
Please.
I don't know. I thought Connor was going to say this one. I think that, oh no, that was real. I don't know. I'm going to stick with what Connor said. He had the best one.
No, I think there's a lot of misconceptions that people have, or things that people don't know about us, but I think that's like the beauty of social media, and the cool thing, especially about Mike's book too, is like when you read that, you can learn so much about him and who he is. So I think that's something that we've been trying to do, is like being in The Bachelor and Bachelorette Paradise. That was a very small part of who we are, and I think like the power of social media and other stuff that we're doing is it's giving us an opportunity to show people the other sides of us and kind of who we are off reality TV.
You know, can I say something that's crazy? I've never said this in any interview whatsoever. Like, being on TV does not change you in any way. All it does is put gasoline behind your personality. So if you're an asshole, it's just going to make you a huge asshole. If you're a considerate, kind person, it's just going to make you a super considerate, kind person. But then also, when we talk about my book and things of that nature, when you go on TV, that's when you are really tested when it comes to your self-love. You know, like Connor will say something and get bashed. I don't even got to say something and I get bashed, right? And in those moments, you are really, truly tested. And we just all people, baby. We all the same human beings. You know, we all, if you have two legs, you put your pants on one leg at a time, right? That's one crazy thing I think people have a misconception of, is that we're not human almost. Like, we be having emotions as well. I don't think people realize that sometimes.
That's a good one.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Mike, for sure. And, you know, that's why I created TED Talk, because I felt like it was really important to kind of get to know the people that, you know, behind the people that we see on TV, right? It's important to me. And to be able to connect with you guys and really get to know you and know who you really are, not who they wanted us to see you as. It's amazing, especially for someone who, you know, loves reality TV and just loves everything about that, you know. That's exactly why I created this. So thank you for mentioning that. And that's why we're here, honestly.
I love it.
Speaking of which, I would love to hear more about how you guys grew up, your childhood, if you have any like fun stories from childhood, funny stories, anything fun that happened to you. We'd love to hear it. That's one of my favorite things to ask a guest.
Stories. I remember growing up in Germany, and I played baseball. I used to remember my best friend looked like Macaulay Culkin, and like I got all kind of attention because like he was my best friend. He looked like Macaulay Culkin. That's all. That's it. I mean, like
give us some childhood memories.
Bro, I don't remember a lot before the age of 15. Like, real talk. A childhood memory. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't remember a lot.
The smile thing really kills me.
I'm going to turn it off.
Dustin said, "I see no change in my smile."
Oh my
god. For me,
Ooh, we're in the club now. Okay.
Oh, whoa.
That's awesome. I didn't even know you could do all that.
That's kind of cool.
You gotta be good with your hands, right?
Hey, okay. For my childhood, I would say it's funny because I see things now in my life that like I could have seen myself going towards where I'm at now when I was little. So when I was really young, I went to the candy store, I bought a bunch of candy, and I put it out in my house and put like a payment bucket next to it. And I was making my family pay money to buy candy for me, and I like
that's something that Connor would do.
Wow.
And then we're in elementary school. We did a wrapping paper thing where you would like go door to door to raise money for some charities, and my parents had to call the police because I went missing for a whole day because I literally went to every house in the neighborhood and sold wrapping paper to them. I won the contest.
Bro, you need to be on Shark Tank.
I like doubled the second place person in the contest. I won like a limo ride for the day, all this cool stuff. It was sweet, but those are like two funny things I remember from when I was little that kind of relate to the path I've ended up on a little bit.
Connor, how old were you when you were gone for a whole day, when you were missing?
I think I was in 5th grade.
Oh, wow. I'm a 3rd grader. I'm just like trying to imagine. So you're like maybe 10 or 11? That's still hella young to be missing all day.
Yeah. I won though, so it's all good.
Right.
My parents are pretty mad for that.
Oh my God, that's hysterical. So you grew up in where, Connor?
I'm from Birmingham, Michigan.
Okay. And you grew up in Texas, Mike? Well, sort of.
I grew up. No, I call South Grand Prairie, SGP South Grand Prairie home. Shout out to the Warriors. Not one is watching, but still. Reverse home alone? Facts. Reverse home alone. So yeah, I grew up in Grand Prairie, South, by way of Dallas, Texas.
Okay, got it. So yeah, I'm actually East Coast girl. I'm in California now, but I was born and raised in the East Coast. So Kentucky, North Carolina. I'm Southern girl.
Is it? Where are you at right now?
Oh, I'm in California. I'm in San Francisco, like south of San Francisco, basically.
Nice. Is it really cold up there right now? I hear SF is kind of cold year round.
Yeah, I think it's like 40 something outside. It's pretty chilly.
Similar here.
Yeah.
But during the daytime, it's nice.
But it can snow here though. I mean, I know it snows there sometimes too, right?
In Dallas.
Yeah, in Dallas. Right?
Usually like once or twice a year, maybe. It's more of like an icing versus snow.
Oh yeah.
And it's hilarious. If you're from the Northeast, when it ices or snows in Dallas, the city is shut down.
We shut it down. We're very safe here. We're very safe out here. We don't want to do none of that.
So when I was at SMU, I had a job interview. I think it was my sophomore year. And it was the day after like the city had shut down because of ice. I went out on the highway at 9 a.m., which should be rush hour. I was the only car on the highway. And I like drove to this office downtown, and they were like astonished that I made it in. And I was like, guys, this is kind of normal for me. I'm from Michigan. It literally looks like, you see the movie The Day After Tomorrow? Yeah. It literally looked like that outside. Like there was not a single person or car around.
Oh,
bro, Texas don't play that, bro. We don't play that. We don't play that. No. But we just like to keep our people safe. What were you saying?
There's nothing wrong about that. There's nothing wrong with that. So how have you guys been surviving quarantine? What have you been doing to, I mean, I know you all both have been super, super busy, but like on lockdown, like what were you doing to kind of, not lose your shit? I mean, everybody was going nuts. So what were you guys doing?
Yeah, probably just making cringy TikTok dances and, I was doing some TikTok dances. I think you gotta have fun and laugh at yourself on there. So that actually was probably a fun thing for me to do to like not take myself too seriously. But I built a gym in the garage that I had in Dallas and basically just worked out every day for like 3 hours, which was pretty nice.
He still does that. Like legit. He just came back from the gym literally maybe 10 seconds after 6:30. Like he just came back.
It wasn't very productive.
No, it wasn't very productive.
Yeah. What'd you do?
I worked a lot. I'm just a workaholic. That's
writing your book.
Yeah, I was writing my book and stuff. But I bought a bike and I started riding like up to 25 miles, a day or whatever.
Wow.
And drinking a gallon of water. I was training for a marathon because of this guy right here. And yeah, I was just writing a lot, to be honest. I was like, I was in my fields during quarantine. I was just writing, trying to get it all out. Quarantine to me was like a therapeutic session. That's what I was doing during quarantine. Listening to Janae Aiko's album, if you haven't heard it, it's an amazing album. That's what I was doing.
Okay. All right. I'll check that out for sure. All right. So guys, I mentioned I'm a dating coach. So we have to talk about girls. We're just going to talk about it. What is happening? Have you guys been, well, first of all, are both of you technically single right now? Like this moment?
Why are you looking at me? I'm looking at you. I am single, yes. Are you?
I'm happy.
You're happy. So you're okay. You're not going to answer that question. You're going to plead the fifth?
Oh, gosh. I didn't plead the fifth at all. I said I'm happy.
Yes, but I asked you a question, Mike.
That's the answer. That's how I answer it. I'm happy. I'm extremely happy. I'm happy. What is? She's like, how do I respond to that?
Look at his smile. He's very happy. He's very happy.
Okay, fine. All right. So during quarantine, were you guys dating online? Were you dating on apps? Like, what were you doing for dating?
I'll answer that first. So for quarantine, I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna lie. When it was like super shut down, I haven't been on apps in years. Like I just really truly haven't. But when I was able to, I flew to see somebody and stayed at their house. I'm trying to be careful without saying too much.
Okay, all right.
Hey. Yeah, I said that much. That's all you're getting out of me, okay? That's all you're getting.
Wait, I have to clarify. This was someone that you met online? Or like through an app?
Yeah, I met them through Instagram.
Okay, through Instagram. Got it. Okay. And what about you, Connor?
You know, my love life's a mess right now. And it was during the whole quarantine. I'll be honest, like, every single situation I can think of is just not worked out for me, which is, I don't know. Example. I know this person's not listening to this, so this will be fine. A girl I may have been hanging out with.
Oh my God, you about to say the one I think
5 months ago. No. Okay. A girl I may have been hanging out with like 5-6 months ago. This girl I was hanging out with 5 or 6 months ago is now engaged.
Oh,
I don't know how that.
Wow.
I don't know how you make that turnaround that quickly. But that is like the second or third time that exact thing's happened to me, which is crazy. You know, I guess I'm just the guy people date before they get engaged.
Wow, bro.
No, you know what, Connor? That is actually a really great thing. That means that you're that great of a guy. Where they're like, okay, I dated this guy, now I'm ready. Like, I know. No, I'm serious.
You don't have to make me feel that good. It's okay. You can let me down.
I swear to God, I have helped people for years. I'm telling you, this is a thing. This is like normal. This is a normal thing. This is a great thing. This means you're a great, great catch. This means you're a great person to be.
He is a great catch.
Okay.
He is great.
Well, wait, because you're a dating coach, I have a question for you. I have a lot of questions for you, actually. But, okay, so relationships should be equal, right?
Oh, God. Wait, do we need to preface this question?
No. So, okay, let me say this. On a first date with a guy, as a girl, do you offer to pay?
As a girl, yeah, I always do. In fact, I offered to pay on my first date with my husband.
Okay, yes. So hear me out on this.
Okay.
I always pay on the first date. Like, I'm always going to do that. But for me, having that offer of someone be like, hey, I want to split it or something, that means so much to me. And I feel like if you're going on a date with someone and they don't even offer, to me, that kind of tells me that it's not equal. Matthew Hussey talks about this. He's your boy. He's a whole video.
Yeah, it's more like an expectation. You know, like the girl has an expectation of you to pay, and that could set the scene for something that is very unequal. You're absolutely right. Yes.
Exactly, but I think at the beginning of a relationship, especially, you should be putting your best foot forward and like trying. Both sides should be putting their best foot forward, and I think that, and I just think that like. I'm always going to pay, but it's the offer that means a lot, and it shows me that you think this is an equal relationship and partnership, and that's super important to me in like continuing a relationship. And I feel like in people I've hung out with in the past, that hasn't necessarily been there, and I picked up on that pretty quickly. And it's not like the paying on a first date thing. That's not really it. That's always an example I use because it's like that always sticks out to me. But it's other things where it's like I don't feel as though it's an equal relationship.
I completely agree with you, and I think that it's funny. I mean, it's one of those things that if that's important to you, you know, like with my clients, I tell them you got to have your deal breakers, right? You got to know what a deal breaker for you is. And if it's important for you to have a partner and on every level, that's important to you. And you should not veer from that. Mike, were you going to say something? I can tell.
What's your deal breaker? What's your biggest deal breaker?
If she don't want to have kids, I got to have some kiddos.
There you go. That was mine too, Mike. That was mine too.
Like, I could be so for a girl, but she don't want kiddos. I'm like, oh, baby, no.
Aww,
but
I love that.
So I have a question in regards to deal breakers, right?
Of course.
So you talking to a girl, y'all been dating, or you talking to a guy, you talking to whoever. We talking to people 2020, baby. Love who you love. You talking to who you want to talk to, right?
Yeah.
And like you've been dating them for a bit, and like the deal breaker comes, right? And it's a pattern. What do you do?
Okay, so here's how to avoid that completely, Mike. Here's the thing, you can't scare the right person away, no matter what you say. I tried to scare my husband away on the first date. You would not believe the shit that I told my husband. And he was like, no, man, I like this girl. She's pretty. She's got a great rack. We're going forward. We're moving forward, okay? So,
I love it. He's like, hey, pretty. I got a rack of Smirnoff over there.
That's what he said. But anyway, you have to put it on the table even on date 1, date 2. You don't wait months later. You are going to be wasting your time. You cannot do that. If you're 20, sure, do it. But if you're older than 25, you're approaching 30, you better get down to brass tacks, and I mean fast. Seriously. And you want to date as many people as possible because you don't know what the hell you want until you go out there and you try all of the desserts, okay? You try all the buffet, all of it.
I was about to say something. I pulled the brakes on that. I was like, woo, pull the brakes.
Mike, go ahead. Say it, man.
I pleaded fifth on that.
You feel me. You know what I'm talking about, though.
No, I completely feel you understand that. I find it that I had a conversation with a friend of mine a couple of weeks ago, and she was telling me about a guy that she wanted to stop talking to. And I was like, what is the reason? Boom, boom, whatever. She told me the reason. And she said that he was making her feel guilty. And I told her, I was like, I think women at times make men feel guilty as well. If you're respectful for both parties, right? Gender doesn't matter, for both parties. If someone's respectful to you and they give you their reasons of why, and they're stern in their reasons, we have to learn how to, at times, accept that. I don't think people accept it at times.
Yeah, and we have our reasons. Maybe we're not being forthright about why we believe what we believe, but we have our reasons why we believe those things. And if that's important to us, then the people that we're dating or the people that we're talking to should take that seriously, and should take that into consideration and have patience and whatever. And if you don't, that's just not the right person for you. I mean, if you can't have patience for someone to work through their issues or whatever it's going on, maybe that's just not the person for you. And that's okay.
Exactly.
It's okay.
I want to hire you to help Connor find his lady.
Done. Hey, I have helped so many people in Bachelor Nation. How do you think I get all my guests on Tub Talk? I'm kidding. But I love helping y'all. I do. I love helping y'all. Anytime, Connor, it'd be an honor. I would love it.
I would love some help because Connor's getting a little lonely over here.
I can tell you his exact type. I won't say it on here though.
It's always New Year's Eve that gets me though. That's when I realize how single I am. Every year when the ball drops, it's like, wow, I'd love to have someone to do a little New Year's kiss with, but it never happens.
I ain't doing that for you.
My heart, Connor.
I'm sorry. We're not doing none of that hitch stuff. Not doing it. You know that one scene in Hitch?
No.
You don't know the one scene in Hitch?
I don't know if I've seen that movie.
Where
Will
Smith and
Hitch,
Kevin.
yes. You've never seen Hitch? What?
Well, Will Smith and the dude, he's like, I'm gonna go 90, you go 10, and then you never see.
Oh no, yeah, I do kind of remember that.
I want to watch that again. It's great. It's great.
We might watch that instead of The Bachelorette.
Oh
no.
What are you guys doing?
We're watching Tasha tonight.
We're watching
The Bachelorette. Are you guys loving Tasha as The Bachelorette?
She's on right now.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't watched much of this season.
Oh, she's been on for 18 minutes.
It's so good.
But nothing but love for Tasha. I like Tasha. Have you watched some episodes?
Yeah, definitely so. My bad, Tay. I know you've been on for 19 minutes now. We were doing the interview. My bad. We on Hulu. We watching it right now.
It's okay. We got DVR. We got Hulu. You're right. We're good.
Yeah. No, I got stuff to do tonight too. Like when Connor was telling you how busy I'd be, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, we got to work out too.
Well, I really appreciate you guys being here. I'll just have a couple more minutes here. We're about to get kicked off anyhow. So you guys, if I were to ask you a question, now we're just, we're putting it all out here. You guys know the Funny Batch, right? You know the Funny Batch? She's like my very best friend. She is such a bad influence on me.
Those are the best ones, though. The best ones.
You got to be worried where this is going, though.
I love her dearly. She has a question for me to ask you guys, okay? So,
all right.
If you had to give up movies or blowjobs, which would it be?
Movies, I'm giving up.
Oh, shit.
What kind of question is that? That's the easiest question ever.
Never watch a movie.
I say
you'd be fine.
I can make movies. I didn't say that part. Oh, Lord. Let me stop talking.
But you still get TV shows?
What'd you say? Well, yeah, she just said movies.
She said, "Oh, I did not."
I'd say movies.
You'd say movies too.
Thank you. Like,
yeah.
Out of those two choices, you gonna tell your husband, "Babe, I just want to watch movies forever now."
What? Movies? I love movies.
No, no. I'm sorry. I love watching movies with Netflix.
Personal sex life. That's a whole nother show.
Hey, movies got to go.
Movies got to go. Okay, well, you heard it here. That's hysterical. So, you guys are throwing me off here. It's so funny. Okay, so what was I going to say? Oh, yes. So, Mike, the question that came in, the number one question for you that came in, and I'll get to you in a minute, Connor, is why were you not the Bachelor when Peter Weber was the Bachelor? Are you able to tell us? Are you able to say?
I'll tell you, the very first thing that came to mind is that God got better things for me. But then I don't have a real answer. I don't know why. They chose the man that they chose. Peter's a homie.
Oh, I love it.
I mean, I'm still Mike Johnson, you feel me? But they chose who they chose.
So there wasn't a specific reason.
I'm sure they have their reasons, but I genuinely do not know. Like,
okay.
I don't know. Like, I just don't.
So we can put that to rest. I mean, it's just been asked. Beating a dead horse, it's been asked too many times. So would you ever go ahead.
I answer this. Maybe it's just the way that I answer questions because I'm always so authentic and just so raw and real. Like I wore a do-rag on TV. You gonna talk about movies or what was the terminology? Whatever terminology you utilize, right? I'm gonna be very honest and blunt about it. I'm not going to be a politically correct individual. I'm just going to be a correct individual with my heart seeks. And so maybe that's not what they feel.
Yeah. Let me put it this way. I feel like Mike won the popular vote, but Peter won the electoral college, if that makes sense.
Okay. And you guys are cool with Peter.
I'm kind of happy with
There's
that.
no hard feelings there, right?
Peter's a homie.
Yeah, we like Peter. We like Peter.
Oh, yeah. That was the term. Someone just said it.
And then for you, Connor, so when you were on Paradise, and that whole situation happened after Paradise, was that all kind of set up? Like, I think the way that when a viewer watches what happened with that, do you know what I'm talking about?
With Whitney?
Yeah, like when you left, like, were you completely blindsided? Like you didn't know what was happening, and it was just kind of
I had no idea. I genuinely left, and obviously they sent her in right after I left. But when I was back in the hotel room, the producer went to go get my phone so I could DM Whitney. is this is actually happening. So when I heard the knock at my door, I thought it was the producer with my phone. And that's why I was so like shocked when it was her. I like didn't really know how to process it. And so I just kind of stood there for a second and they were like, Connor, aren't you going to invite her in? Then I like asked her to come in and hang out. So that was, that whole thing was not like, I didn't know anything about it.
Connor,
okay.
I believe young Bailey saw you, Connor, at the gym.
Young Bailey, what gym?
A paragraph down there. I can't even see it. I'm so wide. And Connor, with Rachel Bradshaw, so you were just on the Bradshaw bunch. Can you talk to us about what's going on with that? If y'all are just friends?
Rachel and I are just friends. Rachel's awesome. That whole thing was like crazy how it all happened and all that. I was single, not dating anyone, and we kind of just got set up on a date, and we went on a bunch of other dates after that. But I think we both just realized that we're better as friends. She's a great girl, but obviously I was moving down here to Austin too, and she's in Dallas. So I think we were just kind of in different places in our lives at that point in time, and nothing but respect for each other. And her family's show got renewed for another season, which is super exciting. So they'll be in a season 2. I don't think I'll be on there, but but you know, Rachel's great. Her family's great too. So love all of them.
How do you feel about Brendan?
How do I feel about Brendan?
Yeah, from the show, because I'm watching him right now. He got like the good curly hair.
Yeah, no, I love Brendan. I think he's great. I love that they both have been divorced and they have that in common. I think that's really, really important. To be honest, Ivan's my guy. I love her with Ivan. I think that there's something
because it's from Texas. That's why.
Yeah, that's part of it. I love Texas boys. I think there's something there, though, that she doesn't have with any of the other guys, you know? So I'm really pulling for Ivan, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I love all 4 of them. I think they all have so much to offer. That's a great Final Four. Really good.
She does have a good Final Four.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. So
who's your favorite for her?
For Tayshia, see, I'm kind of biased because I know her personally, so I know her tight.
Yeah.
I won't say it aloud, but I think that
Okay, all right.
Someone says Zach. I think Ivan is like, to be 100. I think Ivan's the man, like straight up.
Yeah.
I think he's very good, a well-rounded individual, as they all are. But
yeah,
I mean, I did read some spoilers, and I know Tayshia's type, but I think that Ivan's great.
I think Ivan would be an incredible Bachelor, for sure. I would love to see that. I can't wait for Matt James. You know, I love the diversity that's going on. We could go on and on and on about that, but I think the show is really, you know, making some good strides. So it's good to see. They've got a long way to go still, but I think that it's going in the right direction for sure. So you guys, before we wrap up, I'd love to know, what are each of your celebrity crushes? Do you have like a top celebrity crush?
Go for it.
I told Connor yesterday, we were watching Jimmy Kimmel, and I think that Sabrina Claudio's voice and her music is soothing.
Oh.
I would say that. Sabrina Claudio's voice and music is soothing. I'll say that.
You are so PC right now, Mike.
I got a few. I would say Ariana Grande.
Okay.
Bella Hadid, and
I don't know Bella Hadid.
Zendaya hit me up. Zendaya takes that.
Zendaya Connor is in love with. Beautiful.
Wow.
Like Zendaya is beautiful.
Okay, Connor. All right. We can work with that. We're gonna
Zendaya,
her.
like Zendaya. Babe, Connor is like in love with you. Zendaya, Connor is in love with Zendaya, like straight up.
That is the cutest thing. That is the cutest thing.
He said that to me before, yeah.
Well, Connor, I'm going to help you. I would love to help you. We'll talk. We'll chat. We'll see what's going on. Where we can improve, that sort of thing. But I swear to you guys, My DMs are full of Batch Nation. Just ask me about dating. I love it. It's so fun.
Zendaya turns me gay. I like what Lexi said.
Well, this has been so much fun. You guys are amazing. I cannot thank you enough. This was a dream come true. I've wanted to do this forever. And thank you guys for making this happen. You're amazing, both of you. You're
too sweet. Thank you for allowing us to be on your platform. We've been really wanting to. You know, you and I have been DMing each other trying to make it happen. I'm glad that we were able to make it happen and like continue to do you because you're being a inspiration and making light towards people. So I know everyone loves it.
Oh, thank you guys so much. Thank you. It means the world, really. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful time with families, friends, whatever you're doing. Stay safe. And you guys always stay cozy. Don't forget to stay cozy. That's real important. Stay cozy always.
I'm going to be real cozy this holiday season.
Look at you. You are so bad. Love you guys. So much love. And when I'm in Texas, you know I'm looking y'all up, okay?
Love you.
Definitely.
Take care, guys. Bye.
See ya.
Thanks so much.